I'm not bad. I'm just drawn that way.
Hello darlings, and welcome to a new screen to page vlog. This time it's Jessica Rabbit from Who Framed Roger Rabbit. First I'll tell you about the movie and then I'll tell you about Jessica. So in the movie, Cartoon Rabbit is framed for murder and a grumpy detective must survive slapstick madness to prove he didn't do it. And now let's go on to Jessica Rabbit. What is her energy? It's hyper femininity as strategy, sexuality without apology, loyalty misunderstood as weakness, intelligence hidden in plain sight, being blamed for the gaze, choosing devotion over respectability, knowing the difference between being sexy and being owned. So my recommendation for a book that I think is giving Jessica Rabbit energy is Written on the Body by Jeanette Winterson. For this vlog, I decided to read the book Gentlemen Prefer Blondes by Anita Loos. It is a classic jazz age lit fic satire, and it is written as diary entries. It is about a charmingly airheaded flapper who uses her beauty and social strategy to climb the 1920s elite ladder whilst pretending she has no idea what she's doing. So you have Lorelei Lee, a gold-digging siren with a love of diamonds and gentleman friends, who journals her way through lavish parties, transatlantic voyages, and scandalous situations. She claims to be completely naive, but somehow always gets given expensive gifts, outsmarts intellectual men, and gets exactly what she wants. Meanwhile, her bestie Dorothy serves as a dry reality check, and Lorelei exposes just how ridiculous rich men and high society really are. So what looks like just a silly, frivolous diary entries of a bimbo is actually a satire of misogyny, capitalism, and intellectual snobbery. So in this book, Lorelei has awful spelling, but at first I thought, oh my god, did this not get edited? And then I realized, oh, it's intentional. The bad spelling is intentional. She's performing stupidity to thrive in a world that underestimates her. The main themes in this book were of money and power, who really controls someone's wealth, performing femininity, playing dumb as a survival strategy, appearances versus intelligence, capitalism and romance, love versus financial security, and the American dream, reinventing yourself. Kissing your hand may feel very, very good, but a diamond and sapphire bracelet lasts forever. I ended up giving this a 2.75, so it wasn't for me. I know that this misspelling is on purpose, but it really irritated me, especially the phonetically written French words. I did love, however, that there were pictures in the book, so this was illustrated. The reason I didn't love it a lot is because it does include 1920s vernacular, and if you watch my channel, you know that's just something I really don't like. I don't know what it is about it, but it just ruffles my feathers. Also, girls, the size of the rock matters, and leave them while you're looking good. One of the main reasons too is that I didn't like this book. It is about someone who is just obsessed with getting rich dudes to buy her rocks. And in this particular one, she sets her sights on a diamond tiara, and she will do whatever she has to get a man to buy it for her. She is absolutely cunning enough to achieve her goals. So this was parodying the stereotypes of women, I think, especially in Hollywood, but I still don't enjoy reading the dumb, blonde, superficial gold digger manipulation character. It was also just a lot of dinner parties and shopping mentioned, which are not really things that I enjoy. Because also, I would have preferred Dorothy as a main character. I love her, and therefore, I was living for any of her scenes, any of her quotes, but she was not in it enough for my liking. The humor also didn't jive with me. I could see how it was meant to be funny, but it just wasn't funny to me. I think you would like this book if you are a lover of messy, charming women protagonists, and if you enjoy camp, glamour, and social commentary. Something similar to this, Bridget Jones's Diary, Legally Blonde, Clueless, The Great Gatsby. Do I think it suits Jessica Rabbit? Yes, in the sense that she uses her beauty to her advantage. She understands that people will underestimate her, that they will just be taken by this and not see her intelligence, and therefore she can sort of work stealthily. She can observe without being seen observing. In this book, Lorelai was a master at her craft. Don't hate the player, hate the game. For this activity, I decided to watch the movie of Gentlemen Prefer Blondes. This is something I had seen in the past with my grandmother, but I decided to rewatch it to compare the book to the film. And it's also just one of my favorite films. So I'm going to leave you with Future Chanel. Okay, so I am about to start watching Gentlemen Prefer Blondes. When I was young, I used to watch old Hollywood movies with my grandmother. She really loved anything with Jerry Lewis because she used to say that he was her boyfriend. But her favorite was probably My Fair Lady. She liked ones that had a bit more humor in them. But we watched anything and everything, including like the old black and white ones. So I have seen Gentlemen Prefer Blondes before. I kind of remember it. I remember it being one of the good ones. It'll be interesting to see it now that I've read the book and also watching it as an adult. But yeah, without much further ado, let's watch the movie and then I will give you my review and compare and contrast the book and the film. Okay, so before I start watching the film, I got my snacks ready. So I've got a pork pistachio terrine. It does not look pretty. It does not look pretty. So that's what I'm eating today. Like I said, I'm starting FODMAP tomorrow. So today I've decided to try this vegan cookie dough bunny. Thought I'd give that a go, and if I need more food I'll get up, but I just had lunch, so I should be right with these snacks while I watch the film. So let's start it. Now, I remember back in the day I liked Jane Russell as Dorothy more than Marilyn Monroe. This is just bringing me back, the sound. They're gorgeous girls.
We're just two little girls from Little Rock.
Have a highball around it.
I mean, does it fit your fingers?
Oh, yes, it fits perfect. Daddy, I bet you made me the happiest girl in the world. 2 out of 3. Anyone?
Diamonds are a girl's best friend.
That's too bad, because I do love him.
Certainly. For his money.
No, honestly.
Have you got the nerve to stand there and expect me to believe that you don't want to marry my son for his money?
It's true.
Then what do you want to marry him for?
I want to marry him for your money.
There.
Okay, I just finished the movie. I still like it. I would probably give it a 4 out of 5. It's fun. The girls are beautiful. It was very similar to the book. I forgot how in the book she also calls the guy daddy. So I'm like, is this when it started? Is this when the daddy thing began? I don't know. I still love Dorothy the most. So she's funny and she's just a bit more ballsy and I just like her. But yeah, Marilyn Monroe's character Lorelai, she does the whole airheaded, I'm just a ditz thing, but she is sly, she's cunning, she's manipulative, and she gets what she wants. I did forget how many musical numbers were in it. There was a lot. There was a lot, so I don't love those. There was also a lot of eye candy, as in man eye candy, like a lot of men in their little short swimming trunks doing dance numbers. So it was good to see, you know, both ways, women and men being objectified. I still think Dorothy could have done better. You know, like, it's not great that their love story began with deception. She deserves someone a bit more honest and high caliber, but that's okay. I guess, you know, Lorelai's now rich enough for the both of them. But yeah, it's an iconic movie. The dresses in there are gorgeous. Obviously, the pink number from Diamonds Are a Girl's Best Friend is going to forever be part of the pop culture. But yeah, that was a great movie. It's a good movie, so I enjoyed it. I like it more than the book. Look, like I said, I still kind of wish we'd been in Dorothy's point of view and have Dorothy as a bit more of a main character than Lorelai. I just don't like, even with Marilyn Monroe's, you know, ingenue charm, I still don't like Lorelai that much. and the whole, you know, the gold digging and the just obsession with diamonds and getting as many gifts and presents and as much money as she can. It's like, it's icky. But yeah, you gotta respect the hustle, and that's her hustle, and you know, men do have free will, so if they allow her to flirt her way into their wallet, well, that's on them. But I would say the movie is definitely, does remind me more of Jessica Rabbit with like both the characters combined, because you've got obviously the va-va-voom bombshell sex appeal that is Lorelei's character in Jessica Rabbit, with all the men just fawning over themselves to get her attention. And then she ends up falling in love with an average Joe rabbit, or in this case, Dorothy's character, which is the dude, I've forgotten his name. So she's sort of an amalgamation of both of these women in this book combined, except I don't think Jessica Rabbit is interested in money, but she does use her feminine wiles to seduce and obtain the object of her desire, which in the case of Jessica Rabbit is Roger Rabbit. But yeah, that's everything for this vlog. Until next time, stay sexy, Star Child.
My meter's running!
I have to find my darling husband. I'm so worried about him.
Seriously, what do you see in that guy?
He makes me laugh.